Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Pacific Grand Western Railway. Seeing that it's such a dark, dreary day outside and raining, cannot do much else. So I was going through my Atlas boxes, looking at all my Atlas engines. And since I've been noticing on YouTube that some of the newcomers into the hobby are beginning a couple of different engine models mixed up, for which they are, I thought I'd do this small tutorial to show you what the differences in these two engines. These are both stock Atlas locomotives. These come out in the 1975 era and revolutionized the models at the time. They were the first plastic locomotives to come out with a scale width hood, unlike some of the others. Now this is a stock Atlas GP-38 with dynamic brakes. The difference is on a GP-38 you have two cooling fans and a short blisters for the radiator. This is two exhaust fans for non-turbocharged, and they also have spring trucks, Blomberg trucks on them. This unit is a stock Atlas, 1970, but this is a GP-40 locomotive. You'll notice it has three cooling fans, longer cooling grid. It still has the stock spring trucks, and is a turbocharged unit identified by the single exhaust stack. This one has been customized with a aftermarket plow on the front. But now these models were also produced in GP-38-2. The Dash 2s had a longer front on them, and are also recognized by, in this area, there's a sight glass on the locomotives. Plus they had Blomberg trucks with rubber pads in here instead of the springs. Same on the GP-40-2s. They had a sight glass for water. The Blomberg type trucks with the pad instead of the springs, and a longer hood. Now for those modelers that are just getting into the hobby or looking for the hobby, they're looking for a good engine to start with. These Atlas engines, or Atlas, are a well-known make. They're good, hardy, strong locomotives, run excellent, pull perfect, and are very reliable locomotives. With a little bit of common service, they'll last you a long time and are quite dependable. Also, to take note for newcomers, these are both dynamic brake equipped units. You'll discover with the dynamic grid and blisters. This is an Atlas GP7 body. I'm just showing you in comparison. This is a non-dynamic brake unit. It has a straight body. Any locomotive without dynamic brakes, you'll notice will be a straight hood along this area. This is most common to CN models. CN did not have very many engines with dynamic brakes because they had a flatter grade. They did not need them. 90% of all CPR engines will have the dynamic brakes because they had steeper grades, especially in the BC and in the Rocky Mountains. So any newcomer that is getting into the hobby, that does buy a couple of these things, look around train shows or even your local hobby shop, sometimes have used locomotives. If you do get a couple of these Atlas locomotives, or any Atlas locomotive for that matter, if you need things, I still have the sheets for these things, for the take them apart and how to service them and repair them, the manuals that came with them. I still have those in my files. If you send me an email, I can copy one and send it to you via email, or I can drop it in the mail to you. Once again, I hope that helps. If for beginners, any other information, please send me an email and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Once again, thank you from Pacific Grand Western Railway.